Okay, I hope everybody is doing well. I just wanted to talk about this real quick. It's going to be short and sweet. But I saw this a couple of days ago um, on the news. So it says Apple reboots its retail experience now with temperature checks and long lines. Temperature checks. Look, it's not a joke. Now, this isn't the first time I've heard of this. So my daughter, who sometimes comes on these live streams, there's a store near her. I forget the name of it. And about a month ago, when this really was chaotic, it's still chaotic. Um, but there were lines at the grocery store, 6 feet apart, and they had store clerks checking people's temperatures before they could enter the store. Store clerks. This is exactly what this is. If you go down and look at this article, let's see. It says tech giants reopened about 100 of its retail stores, 100 ironically. Globally, the customer experience is bound to feel different. Apple will be enforcing strict social distancing guidelines in its stores. Apple Retail and Human Resources Chief Deirdre O'Brien wrote in a public letter, YouTube, so I'm reading public information, this weekend. The company will cap the number of people allowed in to keep at least 6 feet between everyone, will require masks, and will check customers' temperatures before they enter. Even through this pandemic, I didn't hear a whole lot of people complaining about this. You're allowing a store clerk to tell your grown ass if you are healthy or not. This is incredible. In YouTube, this isn't a doctor, it's not a nurse, it's not even a CNA. A store clerk is going to tell you whether you are healthy enough to walk in their store to spend your money. Incredible. And all this is mind control, programming, all of it, for what's coming next. This is to adjust you and get you used to seeing this thing right here is exactly the same thing they are using in China right now, in communist China, because people have chips, or probably the luciferase uh, quantum dot. How much do you want to bet? To pay for their items. This is to normalize you to seeing this nonsense. Store clerks checking your temperature. You're grown. For me, YouTube, for me, I would never, ever shop in a store where I'm almost 50 years old. I'm closing in on 50 years old, where I'm going to let a high school student, probably, tell me whether I'm healthy or not. I've raised 4 children, actually more than that. I raised my sister, my brother. My sister had 6 children. I pretty much raised them. My sister's 6 children. And I'm going to have some store clerk tell me and take my temperature like I'm 5. All mind control. That's what this is. To get you used to seeing this nonsense. Because that's what's coming. Only they won't be taking your temperature. Unbelievable. I boycott. Well, we don't use Apple products anyway because, well, I won't go down that rabbit hole. But this is all it's just total mind control. Look at these grown-ups letting this guy check their freaking temperature. Unbelievable. And people should be outraged by this. This is America. Outraged. Unbelievable. Oh, and if you don't have a mask, they'll give you one before you can go in their store. I would never, ever, I haven't been in a store here in my town because I have the Board of Health, the head of the Board of Health here, who I've looked him up extensively, has no medical background whatsoever, YouTube, zero, zero. He owns a construction company. Ordered the police to arrest every Bellingham resident and all the Karens to tell on people who go out in public without a mask. The police are to arrest them. Fortunately, the chief of police here called up that guy and said, we are not going to arrest them. If you want to take action, then we'll give you their name and their number. And I'm sorry, my bird is going crazy because I'm talking. We'll give them your name, we'll give you their information, and you deal with it. So in other words, they're putting it on that guy's front door, which should be. So I'm really grateful to the Bellingham Police Department, who is now arresting the Bellingham residents for not driving down the street. So I should show you this order. If I get in the car every morning with my husband, and if I get in the car with my husband, we are both ordered to wear a mask, or we can be arrested for being in public in our car without a face mask on. In our car, I live with him. I'll drink out of the same glass as him. I go to bed with him every night. And I got to wear a mask in my car, and if I don't, I'm going to be arrested. And this guy has zero medical background. Unbelievable. It's disgusting. And this is disgusting. I am furious. People should be outraged, and this is going to be our new normal. I saw this morning they have a new thing in Boston called Boston Next. Instead of Boston Strong, we have Boston Next, the new normal. My insane governor, Faker Baker, is painting arrows all over our sidewalks saying we can only walk in one direction. It's insanity. America is gone. It's communist China, people. I don't see a way out of this, and biblically, there's not any way, because we're in it. This is insanity. And people just letting it happen. Unbelievable. Letting a store clerk tell you how healthy you are, taking your temperature. If you do this, shame on you. This is shameful. These aren't qualified doctors. Yeah, YouTube, they're not doctors, so I can say we get taken down if we have any kind of opinion, because you're not a medical expert, but neither is this guy. And he's going to tell this lady whether she's healthy or not. Unbelievable. If I wanted to live in China, I'd go over there and live. Appalling. Anyhow, I just wanted to share this. And anybody that watches this, go look this up. Share it with other people. Make your own video. I say it over and over again. I don't care about, I need this many subscribers. I had another channel that had subscribers, and YouTube has destroyed that channel. It's not about that. It's about information. And people should be irate about this. People in Boston, if you're from Massachusetts and you're sitting back letting Baker Baker and Marty the Marshmallow washed up mayor painting orange arrows on sidewalks, allowing the Board of Health and Communities telling people they're going to be under arrest for being in a car with their husband or wife or children for not wearing a mask in their vehicle. When Fauci himself just weeks ago said we shouldn't be wearing masks. Then he sits up behind Trump wearing a mask. You know, wake up. Do not. If I see a store like that, I would never go into it. I would never allow somebody to invade my space like this. God himself does not force his will upon people. And he's God. Unbelievable. Anyway, stay safe, stay blessed. Remember John 3:16, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever, we are all whosoevers, believeth in him shall have everlasting life. Don't store your treasures here. This is what you're going to get. Right here. This is what you're getting. Store your treasures up in heaven. Peace and love to you all.